God has given us the gifts. And I thought about it. All the gifts I've gotten over my 36 years of living, ain't no gift like that gift. Ain't no gift like the gift I got. And that's the fact to know that God loved me so much that he sacrificed. He gave his only begotten son that we should have a right to everlasting life. I was reading something, I was reading a story. It was a story about a young man who was badly in love with this young girl. And he wrote her this beautiful letter. And he was trying to capture a poetic expression of how much she meant to him. And he wrote, "For you, I would cross the hottest, driest desert. I would swim the deepest ocean. I would brave the wildest storm. I would climb the heights of the Everest mountain. Such is the depth of my love for you. But, P.S., I won't be over this Saturday because they say it's going to snow." See, there is one who never echoed empty words. See, John the Apostle captures the wonder in statements that philosophers have tried to improve for centuries. Countless attempts to reiterate the message with fresh flavor have not been easy. But the great theologian Eugene Peterson comes as close as any. For he says about John 3:16, he says, "This is how much God loved the world. He gave his son, his one and only son. And this is why he gave him, so that no one need be destroyed. By believing in him, anyone can have a whole and everlasting life." Amen. John 3:16 has been the best known, best loved, most often recited verse of the entire Bible. It has been suggested that it summarizes the gospel for deep thinkers and expresses the faith for the most illiterate believer. The great Reverend Eugene Hastings called John's beautiful expression one majestic, sweeping, comprehensive sentence about the essence of Christian belief. Now, let's trace this amazing love story and try to capture some of the mysteries of God's love for us. Number one simply is, it's the fact of love. This is how much God loved the world. I remember at the time as a young boy, and now as a younger man, there seemed to be a few questions about God existing. It seemed we struggled more with trying to understand who God was. But nowadays, it seems people mostly grapple with whether or not God is God. Is there a God? Is there a being who is the sole supernatural majesty who brought all of life into existence? The fact of love can only exist as far as one is able to read the story of incarnate love and believe the account and decide that God is the mastermind of the universe and everything that exists. That humanity was formed by his hand and given life by his breath. This is a starting point that will allow us to accept this is how much God loved the world. Until you have decided there is only one God who is infinitely perfect, the creator, preserver, and governor of all things, and who is the only proper object of religious worship, you cannot move on in your life. Step one is to decide what God means to us before we conclude the fact or fiction of the love he has for us. In 2002, there was a study conducted which was recorded in a book by Reginald Bibby entitled "Restless God: The Renaissance of Religion in Canada." Now, and in that book, it shares that God continues to dwell good numbers in the polls. 91% of Canadians indicated that they believed in God or a higher power, or at least sometime in their life. 48% expressed unequivocal belief in God. Further results indicate that 26% have an unsure belief in God, while only 6 are doubters, and 2% hold no true belief in God whatsoever. I ask you today, William Shopper, what percentage base do you fall in? Are you in the 91? Are you in the 48, the 26, the 6? Or are you part of the 2 who don't believe there's a God at all? Because everything that sits in church does not belong to God. the truth if they are to experience the fact of God's love. To do that, we must be willing to face the hard questions, like one asked by a 17-year-old boy named Mike from Hamilton Square, New Jersey, as quoted in the book, The Secret Life of Teens. Mike's prayer to God was simply this: our world is dying. We need your help. All people are about anymore are themselves. And the people who want to live the correct, proper way have no idea where to turn for help. There are so many religions and isms in the world. Followers of one particular belief think that the others are wrong and shun the people who hold on to their beliefs. They ask, how can you love the rapist? And how can you love the murderer? And I ask you and I get silent if I ask people, but everyone has a different answer. They all claim that they're right. Faith isn't enough, so I just have one question to ask you. Where are you in your standpoint of understanding who God is? Even though we know the answer is Jesus, it is not easy to get people to come to that conclusion. It takes a reinforced confidence in our own hearts that God loved the world. It takes a deep-seated faith and reassurance in the truth that God is my all and all. And in believing it, I pour out my heart to him. And in so doing, his love and through this world will shine through me as I allow myself to become an instrument of God. 2 Corinthians 4:7 says, for we have this treasure in earthen vessels, that the excellency of the power may be of God and not of us. Bishop Strickland always used to say, we have precious commodities in fragile containers. We have a great gift in a shell. It's like an egg shell. The shell means nothing, but what's contained inside the shell can break. The shell can crack, but what comes out of the shell is what's important. Number two, we have to understand the gift of love. Like I said, there ain't no gift like the one I got. He gave his son, his one and only son. When the great leader of the Protestant Reformation, Martin Luther, was printing his translation of the Bible in Germany, pieces of the printed scripture fell on the floor. And a young girl picked up one of them and read the phrase of our text that simply said, for God so loved the world that he gave. The rest of the sentence was missing. That moment for her was a defining experience as a true scripture. You see, she had been told so often that God was a judge and one to be dreaded. She ran home with excitement in her heart, passing the note to tell her mother and talking aimlessly of the wonderful discovery. Her mother read it and perplexed asked, but what did he give? The young girl was lost for a moment with a puzzled expression on her face, not knowing the answer, but suddenly a thought came to her mind. And her face lit up again and she said, I don't know what it is, but he loved us well enough to give us anything we need not be afraid of. See, 2 Timothy 1:7 says, for God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and love and of a sound mind. See, this is how much God loved the world. He gave his son, his one and only son. One of the great mysteries of this verse is not only grappling with God's love that is so great, so unsearchable, so vast, so immeasurable that he would give his only son, but also the mystery that Jesus was willing to be given. See, a lot of times we give things, but we don't really want to give them up. But it's one thing when the gift is willing to be given. Jesus and God were in unison. They were in cooperation with each other. This was the Father and Son saying, to do the best I can for my creation, I got to give and I got to be given. Amen. If we are to call ourselves Christians, then we must be willing to be given for something or for someone. Amen. Martin Luther King said, a man who stands for nothing would die for anything. You have to have a purpose in your life, a purpose-driven life. You have to be centered and mindset to be given for a reason. We don't sacrifice just for idol worship, but sacrifice is for a reason. And obedience is better than sacrifice. This is capital I'll go down. And I'll make a sacrifice. I'll become the atoning sacrifice. There will be no more need for the blood of goats and lambs. I will become what the Christian world calls the propitiation, the final sacrifice. Fashion me a body, and I'll go down. If you're willing to give me, I'm willing to go. Do you remember the young man from the beginning of the sermon who wanted to write a poetic letter to his girl? Now, that wasn't me. Now, I'm going to let y'all know that. That wasn't me. You know, for the right girl, I travel through snowstorms for the right girl. Amen. Amen. But God not only wrote the letter, he delivered the love. His love was so profound that he gave the deepest, most intimate expression of love he could give his only begotten son. The fact of love declares that God's love, the gift of love, recognizes that the Father and the Son had a partnership in the deliverance of the love. God so loved that it gave, and Jesus so loved that it came, that you and I should no longer suffer, but we should have the right to the tree of life. He looked beyond our faults. He saw what we needed. He fashioned himself to come to be given. And we're ever so grateful. We're ever so blessed by this fact of gift giving. And of course, this leads us to our final question, and then I'm going to take my seat because I said I won't be before you very long. Why would God love us so much? Why would God love us so much? Third thing is the purpose of God's love. And this is why, so that no one need be destroyed, but by believing in him, anyone can have a whole and lasting life. Those of us who have children, we understand that kind of unconditional love. Lord knows I don't give my mama heartache after heartache, headache after headache, time after time, but the unconditional love of a parent will always have them in your corner. No matter what you're doing, no matter what's going on. Ain't nobody love like a parent's love. And parents see things for you that you won't see for yourself, because parents have that foreshadowing aspect. They know when you're going to go left and when you're going to go right, but the beauty of it, their love is always there for you to come on. And God so loved the world that he knew the world would go this way. And he knew the world was going to go that way. But he had a backup plan. And he said, I'm going to show you how much love I have for you. That the one I have, I'm going to give for the many of you. The one he had. He gave his one to save it all. That's my love. The story says Jesus paid it all. All to him I owe. See, there's nothing crimson stain, but he washed me white as snow. Jesus paid it all. How can one pay for the sins of so many? It has to be a divine connection between Father and Son, between Creator and creation. Love cannot live without loving. Love cannot selfishly enfold his gift with no thought of sharing it. Love's first response is always with respect to the object of its affection, and it's never for itself. God could never be in infinite love and deny humanity his infinite grace. God, being God, could only do one thing: provide a way out, provide a way up, and give you a way in to his presence. It is fascinating to explore the concept of eternal life. In its deepest intention, it speaks not only of length of life, but it also speaks about the quality of life. A life which by its quality knows itself to be deathless. When through the coming of Christ for the atonement of our sins, we experience whole and lasting life. We actually live in such a way that everything has its focus in God. Every intention, every desire is so channeled toward God, toward him, that eternity has already begun, and it is not something that happens after death. I awaken in the morning to acknowledge that I am whole relationship I have with God. And the relationship completes me, and there is nothing else to say. The purpose is to be completely whole because of my relationship with God, which from the beginning was his design from the day he created us. Now, without God, I would be depressed. Without God, I might be suicidal. Without God, I might have gone crazy. But he has kept me, even in the midst of this unstable job market, even in the midst of this high crime environment, even in the midst of the drug epidemic. He has kept me. Even in times of housing crises, even amidst the life's journey, amidst the lies and the rumors, my relationship is anchored in God. And I thank God for Jesus. Before I take my seat, I want you to know that Jesus that I'm talking about. Do you know the Jesus that I'm talking about? See, the fact is that God loves you. And the gift is that Jesus came. And the purpose is to be in right relationship with God. But there's only one way. I am the way, the truth, and the life. Then no man shall see the Father unless he comes through me. That's why ain't no gift like what I got. Do you know the gift I'm talking about? I'm talking about Jesus. Early in the morning, Jesus. Late in the midnight hour, Jesus. I'm talking about Adam's Redeemer, Jesus. I'm talking about Abel's vindicator. I'm talking about Abraham's sacrifice. I'm talking about Noah's ark. I'm talking about Moses' burning bush. I'm talking about Joshua's battle axe in a time of trouble. I'm talking about Gideon's fleece. Samson's power. I'm talking about David's music. Solomon's wisdom. Jeremiah's barb in Gilead. Ezekiel's wheel in the middle of the wheel. Job's horse pouring in the valley. The bright and morning star. The rose of Sharon. The lily of the valley. The berry for 10,000 to my soul. He's a way out of no way. A very present help in a time of trouble. He's a shepherd and a shield. He's a guide and a keeper. He's God's only son. He's Mary's baby's boy. He's James and Jude's older brother. He's Matthew's king. He's Mark's suffering servant. He's Luke's great physician. He's John's word that became flesh. He's Acts, coming of the Holy Ghost. He's only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth and mercy. He's the blessed and only king. He's the faithful and true witness. He's distinctive in his supernatural capacity. He's superlative in his sovereign majesty. He's exclusive in his spiritual beauty. He's radiant in external splendor. He's matchless in his superlative delivery. He's the God of gods. He's the Prince of princes. He's the King of kings. He's the rock in a weary land. Jesus is all the world to me. Do you know him this morning? He's strong enough to roll the Calvary. He fixed his body to die on Golgotha's hill. He never said a mumbling word. He never said a mumbling word. He just hung his head and died so that I may have a right to the tree of life. So this morning, church, I just want you to know in this holiday season, while you're out shopping and you're looking for gifts to buy this one and that one, if they don't have the gift of Jesus,